Howdy everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Little Red Toolbox. Thanks for checking in. Excuse the background noise, it's kind of windy out here, but it's a beautiful day. So we enjoy it while we can get it down here in South Texas. So hope everybody's doing well. Today we're going to be doing something to the interior of our little green truck that we affectionately call Kiwi. Jamie and I got this about a year ago, but it sat for 10 years before we got it. There was a bunch of problems with it. I won't go into it here. You can check out some of the other videos that we're going to upload here on all the mechanical stuff we did to get it to this point. So we're getting ready to insure it and put it on the road, and we're working on the interior. So it's gray, and what you're looking at is, of course, if you recognize this, is the passenger side kick panel. Goes in like this. There'll be a color-coded plastic push pin here, attaches it here, and then you have a seal plate that will run along here to the bottom, and it goes into the rubber molding for the door frame. But if you're not careful, if you haven't done it before, there's a chance that you're going to break the mounting tabs for the push pins that are back here. There are two of them. We've got one here for showing you. It locks in by pushing down, and that's where the mistake is. When you get ready to pull it out, after these two things are done, most people invariably go, okay, just pull it away. Well, if you pull it away, it probably will break the tab. You can see that right here. So, and if you're lucky, you only do one and not both of them. And, try not to get it to rattle when you put it back together. So this is easy, and it's just something I wanted to do. I wanted to show you. You might find it interesting, and you may want to do it to some other pieces of your interior that this may come in handy. So what you're going to need is some safety wire. I've got some small gauge. This is about 20 thousandths, I think. Let's see what we got here. It says 20. So stainless steel safety wire. We're going to use this, and we're going to sew it back together. All right. So I need this. Is my little hand drill. It holds a bunch of little small drill bits inside of it. I'm going to show you what I did already, so you won't have to watch me drill the holes in it. But I put two holes on the tab itself, and then the mating surface, I also put two holes. And with this safety wire, I'm gonna sew it together. I'm gonna bring it closed. And I may put some JB weld just to give it another layer of durability. But that's really what I wanted to show you, is that with this and real small drill bit, don't use one of your cordless, because you'll go all the way through it and you can't get a small enough bit to hold in the chuck anyway. So let me get it started, and I'll show you how I finish it up. Okay, so what I've done is cut off about 6 inches of 20,000 safety wire, and I've threaded them through there with some needle nose pliers. You can see that, and just get it in there, cut it long enough so that you can work with it, so you can work in tight spaces, or have the safety wires too short, you won't be able to get a nice good tight pigtail. So I just want you to see what it looks like right now. Okay, I'm standing behind the camera so I can make sure that you're seeing what I want you to look at. There they are, two twisted sutures on the kick panel. There they are as a kind of at an angle shot, and there's the side of it. So there's a little gap in there, but I didn't have it secured in a vise, or nobody was holding it for me. So, but I still got it pretty tight, considering, I was working in a small space, and the safety wire is real small gauge. It'll slip through your hands if you're not holding onto it tight. So that's why I recommend cutting long enough pieces so you can have more of a grip on it. So I'm gonna fold it over and lay it down, and then I'll probably put some JB weld on it just to cover up the pigtails, so nobody will cut their hands if they ever have to go back in there and and try to remove this panel again in the future. I've got some little pieces that are gluing to the dash on the truck itself, where the bezel, the black bezel, secures to the colored portion of the dash. And I'm gonna have to safety wire those pieces because that's got a lot of UV damage from sitting for 10 years. But as the pieces fell out, I kept them, and then I super glued them, and then I'm gonna suture it in a couple of places in there, and then seal it with JB Weld behind it so the bezel can go back in. So it's not gonna rattle. Once I get through with it, it's not. So I hope you learned something. I hope you find this useful and you'll be able to apply it to anything that you're doing. Thanks a lot. Talk to you later.